stars come out, and all that counts is here and now. My universe will never be the same.
What is up, my loves? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be toned down by 1,000. I'm going to be showing you guys how I got this eye look and lip. Now I wanted to not do a full face tutorial since my last couple videos have been full face, so I did leave out my skin routine and all that nonsense. But if you guys like this simple natural glam, I did my brows too, and this lip, and you want to see what it is and you want to see how I got this look, please keep on watching. Alrighty then, so I think we should get started. I'm just kidding. Okay, so let's start off with these brows. Since I've been skipping this step in most of my tutorials lately, I'm gonna do it. My brow routine has changed a bit, so let me show you. To first start off the brow, I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. I am in the color taupe. I think I want to do like maybe like a brunette or a brown color because the taupe might be too like light for my eyebrows. I've been noticing that lately. Anyways, I'm going to be spraying some Merida Badasco in this just because it is a little bit dry. Like I said in previous tutorials, you can use beauty oil if you have it. I'm actually going to go pick some up. I never use beauty oil. I'm thinking it's time to try it. I'm going in with the Morphe E11 brush, and I'm going to be taking very little product and using this to really just define the brow and to draw out the brow that I want. Now my eyebrows need to be done, so don't mind that. But you guys already know the deal. Concealer will cover that up for me. So I am going to be creating a little bit of an arch because my eyebrows kind of lack that, unfortunately. And I'm not really going to be using this product to blend out the brow. I'm just using it to really carve out the shape that I want. And this arch might be too big, we'll see, but you know, clean them up. You can make mistakes. Everything can be fixed with concealer. So I defined the brow with that. And now I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills. Anastasia. I feel like I always say it wrong. So I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo, which I'm running out of because this is my literally favorite eyebrow product. I think it's just so easy to work with and it's just awesome. I'm going to be doing this tutorial is basically showing you guys how I do it. On one side I'm going to be talking, and then the other side I'm going to be letting some music play. I just did my last tutorial and I think I liked it. You know, letting some music play, letting you guys like just watch what I'm doing instead of hearing my annoying voice because sometimes that can be distracting. I'm taking the darker shade and just blending out my brow with that. And this is a very important step in my books just because I feel like if I don't take the powder to really blend out the brow, it kind of like just doesn't look natural. And I'm like a natural brow person. I mean, not really because you guys know I fill them in, but like I don't really like that drawn on look. And I say this in all my tutorials. There are times where I'm feeling the drawn on brow, but then there's times where I'm just like, you know, something like. For the beginning of the brow, I know it can be difficult. Just take the brush and comb up if your brows grow up. And it kind of helps you get that gradient effect. You don't want to go into the beginning of your brow with tons of product on either, because then it will be harder to blend, and then now you're focusing the darkness up here and you have to go even darker over here, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to clean it up so it's going to look different. I'm actually going to clean it up real quick so then I can do the other brow and like fast forward, put some music on, you know. Clean it up, I'm going to be going in with a little bit of foundation. I've noticed that this has been working better for me besides concealer because concealer is thicker and I just feel like it's like eh. I'm going to be using the foundation that I have on, the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation with the flat definer brush, and I'm going to be cleaning up these bad boys. So how I do this is I like to carve out where I want to fix and like really define, and then drag the product down. Bam, 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 bam. And I don't like to go in with a lot of product. I kind of went in with too much, so I'm just going to be kind of like dragging that down with my finger. Because sometimes when I go in with the beauty blender, it kind of like ends up falling on the brow and like ruining what I just did. And then I have to go over it. So it's like, you don't want to make extra work for yourself. And for the top, I want very little product. So I'm even going to take some off. And I'm just going to lightly carve out where I want to drag up and define. Take a deep breath on this part. Like that. You guys already know the deal. This is such an important step. Like, I swear, I'll be on my 1,000th video and I will literally be saying this.
Clean up your brows, it's so important.
I'll always say it to you guys because it's so important. I'm just going to be blending that out a bit. I don't have a lot of product there. Most of it's dry, so I can go in with the Beauty Blender, nice and messy, without getting it on my brow, if that makes sense to what I said before. So that is how I completed this brow. But by the way, guys, this choker is from behappylivepink. They sent me chokers that are so cute. Like, I'm probably gonna overwear them, like I overwear all my chokers, but you guys should definitely check them out on Instagram. They have some cute little chokers. I thought this choker just looked so good with a jean jacket because it has like a flower, so I feel like it's like a vibes together. Let's check them out. It's really cute and it's decent price, so can't lose. I'm taking this brow mascara from NYX and going over my brow. I like to do this just so my brows stay in place all day and I don't have to worry about it. It's just like hairspray to me. Like, you need it in your life. Like, you see this craziness up here? Don't mind it. My hair's so frizzy. So now I'm going to start this brow. Sit back, relax, listen to some music, and I'll be back. Okay, and I'm back. Alright, so for this eye makeup tutorial, I'm using tape again. Ugh, I'm sorry, guys. You don't have to use tape. You can use a flat edge of whatever. You could even use like the flat edge of, you know, a product. Like, but you know, I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't be using tape in every single one of the tutorials. I only did it in my last week's tutorial. But for this makeup look, it's very important because it's really what makes it powerful. So use tape, alright? Don't be annoyed that I'm using it again, because I'm annoyed, but it's okay. I'm using just Scotch tape that you pick up from Walgreens, Target, Kmart, anywhere, 7-Eleven. I was like the dollar store, literally anywhere. It's not beauty tape, it's nothing crazy, just a regular tape. And like I said, I'm going to be doing this eye and then chilling and doing this eye. So I'm going to be using this tape. I always get hair on the tape, like how annoying. And I'm going to be just focusing this right on the corner of my eye and ending it right at the end of my brow. You want to make sure you pay attention to where you line it up, so you do the same to the other eye, of course. And I'm going to be priming my eyes with a little bit of the concealer that I use, the Instant Age Rewind Maybelline Dark Circle Eraser, and I'm only going to be using a little bit and then taking my finger to blend it out. When you have tape on your eye and you're going to be doing an eye look using tape, something you want to make sure of is making sure that you get this primer right at the edge of the tape and you don't skip it, because then the product will take differently. So you want to make sure you get the primer that you're using literally all over where you want shadow, because if you don't, some of the shadow is going to be taking differently than the other and it's going to be a whole big chaotic mess. So you also want to make sure that this tape is really secure and keep going back to make sure you press it on, because by it lifting, it's going to ruin the effect. Just little hints and tricks, little bit of tricks for you guys that I've noticed when I use tape that I keep an eye out for. So for this look, it's going to be very, very simple, like I said before. I'm going to be using my mini MUA Makeup Geek palette. I haven't brought this baby out in a while, and I'm going to be using this color right here. That is the color Beaches and Cream. And I'm going to be taking my MAC 224. The best thing about this look is you're going to realize I don't use a lot of brushes at all. So really you need a blending brush, and that's like kind of it. I'm going to be setting my eye with this all over. Now this is also important to take a matte shade and set the eye, because I noticed that when I prime my eyes with concealer, it's not like MAC Pro Paint Pot where you don't have to set it. I feel like you always have to set it if you use concealer, because if not, it like just doesn't blend nice. I don't know, just take that step. It's really 2 seconds, so just put that all over. Like I said, make sure you're putting it over the tape, because sometimes you're too scared to touch the tape and then you don't get the product all the way to the end of the tape. So make sure. Now I'm going to be taking this brown color right here, and that is Sora. Sora. And I'm taking the same brush and I'm literally going to be focusing on the outer corner of my eye. Like gradually blending it inwards, but you really want to just focus this look on the outer corner of the eye. So like you really don't want to put a lot of product on the lid area, so just keep blending it and kind of just blend it in as far as you want. But like, I would stop where I stopped because you don't want this look to be dramatic at all. This is very natural. Natural, Christina. This never happened. So just focus that right there. I'm using the MAC 224, and I'm going to be going back in with the MAC 224 yet again. Like I said, you don't need a lot of brushes for this look. And I'm going to be taking this dark brown color right here, and that is the color Frappe. It does look like a frappe. Now I want Starbucks. Anyways, I'm going to be focusing this on the outer corner, but even strictly on the outer corner of the tape. Like, you don't want to be blending this into the eye at all. So be careful that you don't get this powder. You don't get this eyeshadow in your eye, because I am, and now I'm watering. So you want to focus on the outer corner, the outer of your eye, the outer V, just the outer of your eye where the tape is right here. Sometimes, like, I don't know how to speak. Do you guys notice? The Morphe 350 palette, yet of course. And I'm going to be taking this dark brown shade right here, same brush, the MAC 224. And now, literally tapping it off because you don't want a lot. Instead of doing like liner or anything for this look, I'm going to be taking this and now focusing this on the outer of the eye. It's gonna give it like a gradient wing effect. So that's why tape is really important with this look, because then, just trust me. Now I'm going to be pulling the tape off, bam, and I'm going to be going in with Laura Mercier translucent powder and just kind of going over this area right here. And now that is that. Now to finish this, I am taking a little bit of the Kat Von D tattoo liner, but of course, and I'm just going to be doing a very, why do I have black on my nose? Ew. I'm going to be doing a very thin line of liner. Like, oh, I was going to say very thin, and then I just messed up. And I'm going to show you how to clean that up. I'm going to buff it out a little bit at the end. Okay, clean that up. I'm going to be taking a little bit of, very, very little bit of concealer, like very little bit, and going over it, you see? And I'm going to be taking the color that I set my eye with. I'm not going to use the same MAC 224. You guys get the hint that you can use that brush for the whole thing. Another brush, I will link it down below, some Morphe blending brushes that you could use for this look, just because if you don't want to spend the money on the MAC 224, do I have it in front of me? You could use literally like any blending brush that you have. Especially with the tape, it kind of helps out the situation. Peaches and cream, and just going over where I put the concealer so everything blends out. And I'm also going to be adding a little more of the peaches and cream on my lid to make that matte look really appear. I never do a matte eye, I always do shimmer. But of course I'm going to incorporate some shimmer, you guys will already know. So now that that is done, I'm going to be going in with, I'm so upset. Filming this tutorial made me realize that I lost my MAC Nylon. I want to cry. I love MAC Nylon, like so much. And originally I posted this look on Instagram like maybe 2 weeks ago. And I was like, I need to film this because I don't do a lot of natural looks. I'm very like, I don't do a lot of natural looks. So I'm like, I need to start doing more natural looks and more neutrals because a lot of people like that. So yeah, I would have been using MAC Nylon for this step. So if you guys have it, use it. Trust me. But I'm going to use something that does compare, and it's the Urban Decay Polyester Bride eyeshadow. And I'm going to be using the Morphe B27 brush, and I'm just going to be highlighting the inner corner of my eye with this. This is not MAC Nylon. I wish it was at this point because MAC Nylon just does a job. I love this shadow, but just not for this reason. If I'm not using any shimmers, I need MAC Nylon. I'm really upset right now because you guys won't get the full effect, but this does the job. So I'm going to be focusing on the inner corner of my eye, and I'm also going to be highlighting my brow with that. Now you can skip this step if you want to like have this like a matte look, you know what I'm saying? You could even highlight your brow in the inner corner with the highlight you use. That's all up to you. Preferences, it's all about preferences, you guys know. Before I get started with the other eye, I'm going to be using my Ardell Natural Multi-Pack eyelashes. These are good for everyday use. That's why I buy them. It's $10 for 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs. I can't count. And I'm going to be applying it with the House of Lashes glue and my Morphe tweezers. Probably one of the best natural lashes, like for the price. Like, I don't really see a point in buying really expensive natural lashes because they're really easy to find at the drugstore. If anything, if I'm going to get some dramatic lashes. I'm gonna get, if I'm gonna pay like $20 or $30 for lashes, they're gonna be the most dramatic that I could find, trust me. And you wanna make sure that this glue gets tacky and everything dries, because if it doesn't, you're gonna have a hard time and you don't wanna do that. I'm always the one that like puts the glue on, throws them on, and then it takes forever to dry, and then they're lifting, and then it's just not good. You guys know, blow on them, wave them down, put them in front of a hair dryer, whatever you gotta do to make them dry. It's really not that complicated. Just give it like 30 seconds and it'll be dry. So I'm gonna be focusing this right on my lash line. Oh. Did this ever happen to you guys? Like when you have lash glue on the tweezer that you're using, from always using them for lashes, and then you go to put them on and they literally stick to the tweezer. So I didn't know you guys, I don't know if you guys noticed, but whenever I do my lashes, I always have a problem with the beginning of the eyelash. But it's on. So now that it's on, pressing them down, I'm going to be taking Kat Von D tattoo liner and just going over it. Wonder pencil, you guys probably saw it in my other tutorials. I love this pencil. And I'm going to be applying this, the waterline. I'm with the Morphe 350, like, this brown shade right here, just to go underneath my eye with it. This is very, very natural, so just adding a little more oomph to this look. Going right underneath the lash line, but I'm not going to make it smoked out, just a very little bit, to really embrace that cream eyeliner that I just applied. Now I'm going in with the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara and going over the lashes. And I'm also going to be going over the bottom lashes. But I will wait for you. And I can't even believe I'm saying this, but that literally completes this eye. That's all I'm doing, very natural. So again, sit back, relax, and watch me do the other eye with some music on. You know the deal, some fast forwarding, so it's not like an hour-long tutorial for a natural makeup look. But yes. Like how I did my eyes, very natural. If it helps you guys out, let me know, because I will definitely do more natural looks, like more neutral look, more, you know, toned down looks that you could literally wear every day. Looks that I do, I wear every day, but sometimes people will look at me like, what the fuck is she doing? I have like green highlight and I'm going to the mall to pick up some makeup and I'm just like, hey guys, and they're like, why are you like beat to the gods? Anyways, I like to beat my face non-stop every day. If you guys can't tell on Instagram, you know the deal. I love makeup. That's enough with that. I'm going to be going on to the lips and then we are done with this tutorial. For the lips, I'm going to be lining my lips with Whirl, one of my favorite lip liners. And I'm going to be, if you have stripped down, that works just as well. Oh, this is like all dirty. I don't know why. Anyways. What I'm going to do with this, I'm going to shade it in. Damn, I kind of want to wear Whirl with this look, but I always wear Whirl. So let me kind of like change it up a bit. I'm going to be going in with my NYX matte lip. I think it's matte. Pumpkin Pie. Ooh, Pumpkin Pie, which is perfect for the season. Well, not really, because it's not fall yet, but almost. And I'm going to be just focusing this on top of my lip. This isn't a matte lip, but I really do like it, especially for this look. I'm feeling the lip color. Spraying my face with the one and only Merida Banasco spray. Now, I just got that in my mouth. I should have never, you know, tried to talk and spray that at the same time. Thank you beauties for watching. You guys already know the deal. From the bottom of my heart, it means the world to me that you guys watch. Constant feedback is motivating, and I just want to say I love you guys. Thank you, and Kisses, kisses, kisses. Of course, don't forget our YouTube hug. Anyways, I love you guys so much, and if you guys want to subscribe to my channel for weekly videos, you guys know how to do that. And of course, I will see you guys next tutorial. Looking forward to it already. Bye, guys.
Sun goes down, the stars come out, and all that comes is here and now. My universe will never be the same. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you came.